Hey folks, today we're going to start off with Unit 7, Day 6. And I always like to start off our lesson in the Schoology page so I can tell you ahead of time what is needed for our lesson today. And so today we're going to start with a Just Start activity. And the papers I need you in front of you today are this. You go into your Just Words Unit 7 folder. And then if you go to your high frequency word PDF right here, this would be a really good time to print that off and have it in front of you. If you don't have access to a printer, you can just have a piece of paper in front of you for today's lesson. So those of you who can have this in front of you because you have a printer, please pause the video right now and click on the high frequency words PDF, download it, and then print it, and then bring it back to you for this lesson today. So pause the video right now. All right, folks, so we're going to begin. Hopefully you were able to print that out. If you weren't, that's okay. Just have a piece of line paper in front of you with pen or pencil, and we're going to get started. So our first activity today is a Just Start activity, and we're going to introduce 4 high-frequency sight words. Before we begin that, I have to get back into my activity menu, and we are in Unit 7, Day 6, and we're going to start with a Just Start activity. All right, I'm going to go over the high-frequency words and then the sentences with the words in them. As I'm going over them, you're going to write them down. The first high-frequency word is write. Did you write this note? Question mark. The second word is place. That is an unsafe place, period. Next one is move. Let's move into the shade, period. The last one is above. The baseball is above you on the top shelf, period. Take a moment, make sure you write all the words down with the sentences. If you need more time, pause the video and then start again. All right, folks, we're going to move on to our next activity today, and I'm going to introduce something new here. We're going to talk about adding consonant suffixes to words, and we're also going to talk about something new. It's called vowel consonant E exception. Exception. Okay. All right. So let's start with building some words, and we'll talk about adding consonant suffixes. Before we build the words, I want to point out these right here are suffixes. And so this column is a vowel suffix endings. They all begin with a vowel. And this column here is consonant suffix endings. They all begin with a suffix. Today we're going to work with the S. Okay. All right. Like I said, we're going to be working with words, vowel consonant E words with consonant ending suffix. So let's build the word cake. Cake. So if I were to build the word cake, I'm going to go C-A-K-E. And if I were to add an S and make cakes, does that change the base word? If it's vowel consonant E, if I add a consonant suffix ending? No, it doesn't. And it just becomes cakes. We don't change anything to the base word. You just add the S because it's a consonant. Consonant. All right, so let's build the word hope. Hope. H-O-P-E. Hope. Now let's say I want to add a consonant S suffix ending to the end. Does that change the base word if it's vowel consonant E? No. Why? Because it's a consonant S. If you add a consonant ending, it doesn't change. All right, we have hopes. What if I want to add hopeful? if I were to add that to hope, do I change the base word? No. No. It's hopeful. Okay. Let's continue on to our next one. I'm going to write, I'm going to have you write with your finger on the desk and table the word state. Write the word state. All right, let's build the word state. S T A T E. State. All right. Now we have the word state. Vowel, consonant E. I'm going to add the suffix ending ment. I know it starts with a consonant, not a vowel. Do I change the word, the base word, if I add ment to make statement? No, because this is a consonant suffix. All right. What we're going to do, we're going to review some closed syllable exceptions. And they are down here. I'm going to bring them up here. So some closed syllable exceptions, they're going to be in green. Ein, Ild, old, olt, ost, and I've. Closed syllable exceptions. So why are these exceptions? Because it is closed, but the vowel is long. Okay? So what's the exception about this is that they all have a long vowel at the beginning of this. Okay? All right. So let's build some words here. Just like the closed syllable, the vowel consonant E syllable also has an exception. There are some letters in the alphabet that refuse to be at the end of the word. What letter in this alphabet here cannot be at an end of the word? Let's see if you know. One of those letters is V. Never at the end of the word. Let's play around with this. I'm going to build a word give. Give. Let's top it out. Give. How many sounds? 3. We add an E to the end of this word because V refuses to be at the end of a word. So we add a V at the end. Give. Okay. The letter E is once again the letter that volunteers to help out. I'm going to replace IVE cards with the green IVE card. Give. All right. Let's do some other words. I'm going to build another word, and that word is olive. O L I-V-E, olive. And I'm going to break it into 2 syllables because when I say olive, there's 2 syllables. So I'm going to split it. And here's the first syllable, O-L. And then iv is the last one. Okay, so here we go. This is the first time we're learning this, so pay attention. The hard part is you have to visualize. And sometimes you have to visualize things when I can't show it to you. When I'm writing it on the board. I just don't have a whiteboard in front of me. It doesn't allow me to mark up this either. So let's visualize here. Okay, so we're going to scoop the first syllable. Scoop. And I'm going to ask you what kind of syllable it is. It's a closed syllable. So I would write a C underneath there. Okay, let's look at the second syllable, iv. What do I notice about this syllable? It's a vowel consonant E. So I would scoop it and write V-L-E. But this time, it's an exception. Why? Because the I is not long, it's short. So I put a brev above it, and then I put a big X over the vowel consonant E letters. And I'll put a nice line through the E because it's still a silent. That's how you would mark it up. I'll show you more of this on block day. Okay, we worked with olive. Now I want you to write with your finger on your desk the next word. It has the iv in it. Captive. Captive. Use your finger and write captive. All right. So we have the C sound at the beginning. K, a, p. And then we have tiv at the end. How many syllables are in captive? 2. The first syllable is cap, C-A-P. What do we know about the syllable? It is closed. It is closed. You scoop it and put a C underneath of it. The second syllable, what do we notice about this one? Vowel, consonant E. And so you put a V dash E underneath of it. But it's not a long I, which means it is an exception. It's a short I. So we put a big X over the vowel consonant E. That's how you do closed syllable vowel consonant E exceptions. Okay? Let's work with a different word. Write the word 5. F-I-V-E. Is this a closed or vowel consonant E exception? No. It's just a vowel consonant E because the I is long. 5. Okay? So some of them are going to be vowel consonant E, and some words with the IV has the vowel consonant E exception where we have to put an X over it. One more word and then we're done. I want you to spell the word active. Active. A C T. Active. Active. The first syllable, act. What kind of syllable is it? It's closed. What about the last syllable? Iv. That's a vowel consonant E exception. Why? Because the I is short. And so you would put a big X over the vowel consonant E. All right, folks, we're going to wrap this up today. The next time we meet will be on Thursday, and I'll review this again. I hope you have a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe. Take care.